Hey guys, Tony the Story Assassin. Welcome to our Wednesday night Smokers Panel Live. Woo. I don't know if I'm running late or things are not functioning well. When I come down to the basement today, the light didn't want to turn on like usual. When I say light didn't want to turn on, it's like it wasn't automatic. So I was running around, get things done, and then yeah, here's today. Today's one of those days. It's like, what am I doing? I think like I hit the peak of like I'm so done with the month kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things going on that you get to a certain point, you're like, I just want to relax. I just want to like put things down. You know, you have so much on your hands. I just want to put it down for now. Like, can I just, you know? But that happens once in a while here and there. And usually the best way to relieve that is just sit down, have a cigar, and then and just let the night go by, you know. So many things, you get it done first, and eventually you just get to that point. You just get to that point, like, oh man, when will this be finished? I mean, the month is almost done, you know, but for me, the month being done is even more stressful than that. Like the time flowing for me right now it's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. It's just scary. It's scary. Yeah. So, all right. Today I'm gonna smoke this J. London Luxury Collection. I forgot how I got the cigar. I forgot. I think somebody sent it to me, but I forgot who. So. But I'm gonna enjoy it, nevertheless. But today, we can just chat and talk about things. For those people who doesn't know, tomorrow, not tomorrow, Saturday, this coming Saturday is our day to pick the winner of the ITS cigar challenges. So if you want to smoke the ITS, you want to win one, you better get that done, because this coming Saturday is the day that we choose. Coming Saturday is the day that we choose. It's gotta be rough. This is a Connecticut. We'll see how this one works out today. And we'll see if anybody joining us today on the panel. But, you know, it's never bad to just have a smoke. Like, you know, this is how I started, right? Like, you know, I was doing the streaming, I was talking, I was just smoking. Smoking used to be simple. I don't know when it became like a little bit more complicated. Smoking used to be simple. I just light one up and I'll smoke and I'll say, hey, what's going on, everybody? You know, what are you smoking today? You know, in the past I probably did a different timing. But right now it's not a bad time. I'm good. Wow, that light up is really bitter. Really bitter. Really bitter. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I usually ask, what's everybody smoking? And usually people will be smoking at that time relatively relatable cigars. Relatively relatable cigars that are budget friendly per se. I mean, I think I rarely smoke Davidoff and expensive cigar on the show. I review the expensive ones, but I rarely smoke the very expensive one on the show, unless I'm pissed off. since Eric joined, there was a little bit more opportunity to smoke $20 plus cigars. But even that, the expensive cigars are usually smoked at the tribal or review videos. Like on the show, we really don't smoke expensive cigars. Why? Because I know here's the thing. Number one, I think some people does get uncomfortable seeing other people smoking a very expensive cigar near them, which I don't understand why. I know it does. And number two, if I'm talking to you guys, I'm not really paying attention to cigar. It's kind of a waste of cigar. You know what I'm saying? But like the whole concept is weird because when you go to a car show, when you go to a expo, like let's say you drive a Honda Civic, somebody drive on a GTR, you would like to see that GTR. You wouldn't be like uncomfortable being there. You'll be excited about seeing that. You'll be like, oh look, it's that fucking GTR, wow. You wouldn't be like uncomfortable. But over time, that has changed, right? I think people's lifestyle, people's mindset, people's way changed, right? I don't know like how cigar that changed, but it seems like that has changed. I mean, cigar industry has been releasing cigars that are increasingly more budget unfriendly, increasingly more unaffordable, right? Now, when I say budget unfriendly, I'm not talking about $20, $30 cigars. $20 cigar, $30 cigar has always existed. It's, especially when you buy cigar in New York, a $10 cigar will just turn out to $20, $30, right? $10 cigars will turn easily $20, $30. Like it's almost impossible to be in New York and go to a cigar lounge, sit down and have a cigar with a friend without spending $40. So I'm not talking about $20, $30 cigars. Even $40 cigars are not on that. It's normal category. But when you like constantly releasing cigars that are like $75, $100, $125, it's it gets me to a point like, it gets to people's like, oh, those things are just, they start to see the luxury side of it, right? They start to see the luxury side of it. Now, before that didn't really happen because Cubans cigars were not that unapproachable, right? Cuban cigars are not it's not approachable. Does that make sense? So when we say cigar is a luxury good, when the Dominican and Nicaraguan cigar take over versus Cuban, no one in their head think that cigar should cost 50, 70, 80, 100, 200, 300, 1,000. But that's actually where some of the Cuban cigars pricing sets. Easily spend like, trying to buy a Cuban cigar this size, $100 easy, right? So I don't think people think about that kind of price range. People think about budget cigars. People still think about short fillers and stuff like that. You gotta get it under $10. So people forget that cigar is a luxury good. Cigar is a luxury. Cigar is a thing of upper class. All right, people forget. Because in the U.S. it was much more affordable, it was doable, everybody can do it. It's a thing of brotherhood. Okay, a thing of brotherhood, a thing of sisterhood, brother of the leaf, sister of the leaf, a community, groups. Okay. This thing is really bitter. And people forget that cigar is not KK. This is J London. J London. Rising from the Ashes Gold Series. Established 2014. So people forget about that. People forget that it was a luxury good. People forget that people, upper class people smoke this. People forget, it's like, unless you are JFK or that kind of caliber people, you don't smoke. When I do smokes higher end, I honestly just curious to see if $50 bullshit is compared to $18. Okay. Now, but what really is cigar is luxury goods, right? So when you purchase, from the moment you purchase cigar, the luxury begins. And people forget all about that. People forgot. This is just like doesn't exist. People join the cigar hobby and then don't see that part. They saw the allure, they saw the story. They forgot how it was before. All right? Back in the days, I'm talking about 1990s, 1980s. There's no single stick cigars you buy. You buy the cigar by the box. You buy the cigar by the box. So the box was decked out. The box was decked out. All right. The box was solid wood, cedar, shiny and nice and textured. All right. Yes, they're like nice wood grain. And even the box that you see today, they're like classic. Like okay. Even a Cohiba box, right? Was probably better quality than this. But even this, like put together, now without all these useless sticker, before just one or two stickers, and nicely crafted, you can feel the craftsmanship. No like paper bullshit. That you get to smoke. The moment that you bring it home, you put it on the table on your desktop. You take out the cigar and put it in your humidor. Sit back to your nice big chairs, big wooden tables in your office, light up a cigar. That is luxury. That is badass. That is, you can only do that when you make a certain income. Now, people forgot about that. Put aside. All right. And then now we have people that join this hobby without seeing all that. You say, oh my God, cigars so much easier. You go online, you make your own sampler pack. Thompson calls you all day long. Say, hey, would you like to buy these five packs? You got cigars everywhere. You got it in, $50 a month. You got cigar clubs that send you 5 cigars a month for like, $30, $40. And now you got the cigars in and you looked at the cigar and go, are they crazy making $100 cigars? Are they crazy? They're stupid making $200 cigars. You are crazy making $300 cigars. What are they doing? Tony, you're a horrible person for smoking a $40 cigar. Eric, you're dumbass smoking $50 cigar. How dare you smoking $60 cigar? You're so out of touch. We can't talk to you. That happens. Right? Well, I'm not saying right now. It's not right now. I'm talking about in summary, okay? In summary. And then, I sit down and I smoke a cigar. I go, but isn't that how it used to be? Is that how it used to be? Like, people spend that kind of money for that kind of hobby. It got easier because they made a budget version of it. Again, there's a difference between cigar and premium cigar, right? Cigar and premium cigar. Short fillers, gas station cigar, Swisher Sweets, and premium cigar, 100% handmade, long leaves, weigh certain weights. That, right? So just because somebody made a budget version of cigars, like, cars used to be, not cars, it's like having an Hermes bag and all of a sudden somebody made a Chinese knockoff and you got used to buying that knockoff, and when you see Hermes again, you're like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? God, the cigar the bag should be like this, Chinese knockoffs, but no, like these, they forgot. Looks like Eric just woke up.
No.
So I'll continue the story, right? I'll continue. And I think people forgot all about that, right? People are not like, and they start to have a fraction where there's people sub $20 cigar club. And there is over $20 cigar club, but under $70 cigar club. And then there's just smoke what you want cigar club. And usually the people who are okay with the higher price cigars are okay with you smoking any price range. Now, any price range does not mean any type of cigar, because some cigars just suck no matter what price range it is. Some cigars just suck no matter what price range. This cigar could be $5 and this cigar could be $500. It's still the same shit. It's just shit. All right. There are some of those like that. But I think majority of people will be like, all right, I'm going to smoke a $60 cigar, but I'm not going to give you shit for smoking $5 cigar. But why you give me shit for smoking a $60 cigar when you're smoking a $5 cigar? Flavor cigar is not, it's not premium cigar. Flavor cigar, they try to characterize as something else. Totally into the premium experience, but I'm also totally into anyone smoking whatever they desire. Factory smoke is my favorite. Now, factory smoke is obviously not a premium cigar, short filler, right? So you get the more budget friendly version, and you complain about people like, and not you, but and you're comparing people that smokes the full version and go, I can't talk to you because you smoke better cigars. You are just looking down at us. You're like, you're like, all right. You're looking at us like aristocrats on the top and go like, you peasants, how dare you smoking cigars like us? How dare you? Servants, tie this guy up, whip him 50 times, and toss him out. By the way, keep out of the cigars. But that's not how it is, right? That's not how it is. I think everyone who smokes cigar for a while, although don't mind what you smoke, they do want to convert you to smoke better cigars. It's like a friend wants to see another friend do better. A friend wants to see another friend not to make the same kind of financial mistakes for buying certain things that are not worth it, but rather make the financial mistake of buying certain things that's worth it, but put you into financial turmoil. Up tomorrow with California binder filler. We talked about that like 2 or 3 episodes ago, I think. I want to smoke the Camacho.
I can't wait for the Blackpink. Oh my god.
The Blackpink. There's a new Blackpink.
Yeah, from Fonte. Holy shit. I can't wait for that.
For Fuente. Down called Sangre de Toro. I had to look at it. I don't think I saw that story for it.
Yeah, and the new Opus 13, some shit like that.
Open the browser and take a look.
There's a new one, and I can't wait for. Oh boy, I'm gonna spend so much money.
Hey, camping. Last time we went through a few pages, right? And I wonder if there's anything new. To be honest with you.
Yeah, the new stuff up.
Yeah, cigars. People forgot cigars are luxury goods sometimes. I just sit down here. It's like, yeah, that isn't that how it used to be? It used to be a luxury good. Now it's still a luxury good. Rare pink. Rare pink.
Yeah, rare pink, black pink.
Altres Magistral 13.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait for that one either.
It's Dominican Imperial, of course. Opus
I think I'm gonna pre-order that box.
25th anniversary Tributo. It's just different size, right? You say
Yeah, it's just a different size.
River Valley. Rare Earth. Still try to look for that. 90 Anos. Oh, what is this?
Yeah.
The 90 Anos pretty cool. Cameroon, Dominican Republic with Dominican Republic binder and filler. Dominican Republic Corojo. Sangre de Toro, Spanish for bull blood. That looks normal in terms of. Oh, that's black pink.
Yes. You see it now?
How'd you like that?
I can't wait for the cigar, man.
Well, it's a Connecticut Habano though.
It's a darker Connecticut though. It's not a Connecticut.
It's a U. Is it makes no sense how black that is.
Do you see how dark that wrapper is? I don't know why they call it Connecticut. Or the Apple just got fucked up or some shit. The wrapper is not Connecticut.
But everything else around it is pretty dark. Maybe because of the lighting. No, it does look dark. It looks like
It looked dark. There's a reason why they call it black pink.
6 by 46.
Still gonna smoke it. Fuck that.
Okay. Yeah, you should pre-order that. I want to smoke that. Toki Makers Vintage Story. What? Wait, Opus have that many in the works?
Yeah.
What happened?
They're working.
Ever since they made that new factory, they're like, let's go.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They have a fucking factory in Nicaragua now. They don't give a shit. Charter Oak, Connecticut. I don't like Charter Oak cigars, so that's up to Tony.
Yeah, Charter Oak's more my thing. Joey said he's interested in the Esther Lee. Yes, that's pronounced Esther Lee, by the way. Karen Karen Berger.
I'm not interested in Karen cigars. I smoked 2 of them.
Yeah, I smoked. Yeah, we smoked out those. Right? It wasn't crazy amazing per se.
Yeah.
You see, we're talking about like cigars and luxury cigars, and if you think about that, that box of rare pink,
Be like $1,200.
yeah,
The new 13 one, people are marking it up to like $1,250 right now for pre-order.
that's crazy.
I'm thinking about it.
I definitely look like something I want to smoke though. Yeah. Box is nice though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fuente went crazy, huh? Fuente just like, you know what, screw you all.
Yeah, Fuente,
like I'm
gonna
factory, let's do it kind of thing.
Yeah.
He went cray cray. He went cray cray.
They release a lot of line for Fuente doing this.
Yeah, Fuente
good, yeah.
usually like 1 or 2 things a year and then
Yeah.
re-releases, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this time they're like, let's go. But it makes sense, right? Because they can make everything on their own now, like everything.
Yeah, cello, box, cigars, whatever. And then now they could play with a fucking Nicaraguan because they have a factory over there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
But
don't
still,
give a shit.
whatever they're releasing is still Dominicans.
No, they use Blackpink use Nicaraguan filler.
You sure?
So you know Rare Pinks? Rare Pinks are the only few cigars that Fuente use Nicaraguan tobacco. That's why they want to make a Nicaraguan factory. Just for
But
that
right
cigar.
now it says the wrappers are USA, Connecticut, Cabano, binders, Dominican, and fillers are Dominican.
Yeah, but they have, trust me, bro. I did research on those. They use Nicaraguan tobacco.
Well, I didn't say here, so I don't know. I smoked another red dot last week. It was pretty good. I show you. Yeah, it's just a little bit overpriced for red dot. Red dot is kind of overpriced. It does. They try their best to make you feel premium, but I don't think it does. PCA is moving back to Las Vegas again, 2027, 2028. Why?
Because I'm
But
doing
2029 back to New Orleans again.
I don't know. It's good to move around.
I don't know. I don't know about that. It's hard. Well, they tell you so it's easy to plan, but technically moving around is hard to. But again,
fucking camping. I sent you that to cigars, not for you to say that.
no. I mean, some people like it. Earthiness. Some people like it. Some people like it.
It's not about the earthiness. That cigar suck, man. I'm sorry, camping.
That box is pretty interesting. The bull blood. Yeah. But at least 2026, the year we're going, is still in New Orleans. So I don't have to fly out.
I was hoping for Vegas, though.
Why? It's a further flight.
I don't care how far it is, bro.
No, because you won't be able to hang out at Big Rob's thing.
I'm just saying. I like to visit. I like to visit the strip and everything, stuff like that, right? Things to do afterwards.
Casinos. It's like it's very dangerous for you.
Things to look forward to after the whole show, you know.
I'm okay with just chilling. I don't like those like crazy places at night. What does Espinosa have other than that? Those 2 cans. No, same stuff.
It seemed like a lot of people are just silent, re-releasing in Fuente, just like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck this shit up.
You know, I think what they did last year is so many brands introduced. We're talking about $2,000-$3,000 a box cigars, right? And this year they're like, okay, now we're ready to release about $1,200-$1,300 cigars, and you got things cheap. You know, when you hear a box of cigar $3,000, you're like, oh, can't do that. And then when they come back, we gotta release a box about between 1,000 to 1,500. You're like, I can dig that. I'll dig that. I'll get it. Okay. Right. You think about that.
And it's a Fuente. Yeah.
Like I think that's what it is. I mean, it's a cigar. You know, just when I say that the PCA is kind of boring, okay, there are some stuff that's actually okay.
I won't what?
He's doing that, you won't buy anything. But when it comes to cigars, it's not like we won't. Eventually, just when.
Yeah, just when.
You know, when I feel like to kind of impulse buy shit. Because I impulse buy shit. You guys know that. I impulse buy shit. It's not like only that when you say, "Oh, Tony, you won" and stuff like that. There are stuff that like even if you say that, I'm gonna no, I don't really care, right? But it's like especially it's my money, right? But like there are things like when it comes to cigar stuff like that, I impulse buy, and I know Eric will impulse buy the moment that he saw that box right in front of him. If you have that box in front of him when he walk in the display and tell him that that's the last box, he might just go, I'm gonna pull the damn trigger. So long that he's in a good mood that day.
Yeah. We all see it. Me,
Yeah.
you, we impulse buy stupid shit when we go out together. So, and if I see him in person,
stupid shit while sitting over here. I impulse buy stupid shit while sitting over here. I impulse have somebody cut a tree off today, and a $200 cash just cut off a tree that my wife had keep complaining about. I'm like so pissed off on it. I was like, you know what? I'm just cut it off once and for all, and you can shut the hell out about it. I was so pissed. So in the backyard of my house, there is a Japanese Andromeda.
oh what?
A Japanese Andromeda. It's a tree. The flower looks like an upside down tulip, little tiny tulips on a tree. Japanese Andromeda. Let me show a picture of it.
Camacho pre-embargo worth it? No. It's not actually pre-embargo. I hate
It's not
that
actually
name.
it's not pre-embargo.
Yeah.
Its
like,
name is pre-embargo, but it's not.
Yeah. So by that alone, we shouldn't even touch it.
Okay. Some people like that a lot, though. Some people like it a lot. So I smoked it before. It was okay, but it's not like $625 okay.
Yeah.
How about that?
Take that money, spend on something that's better than a cigar.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The fuck am I looking at?
Japanese Andromeda. I'm going to shrink it down. Wow.
Yep, just move everything.
Yeah, I should have locked this thing. I'm going to lock it. There you go. Here we go. I don't know why this image is so big. Smaller.
That's more like a bush, not a fucking tree, bro.
No, it's a tree. This is the flower on it.
Okay.
Like that.
That looks like a bush.
Mm-mm. It's a damn tree. Hold on, let me just... it's a tree. Oh, now this is too small. Okay. That's my backyard. That's the tree. Can you see that?
That's a small... Why you could have cut... Bro, you could have chopped that shit down with a fucking cleaver.
No, you can't. No, you can't. The trunk is big. The trunk is big.
Bro, you should...
Well, you think it's easy. The guy with a chainsaw, his chainsaw got stuck 3 times.
I'm just saying, man. You could have chopped that shit yourself, bro. $200.
You say it easy. The guy who's professional come over here with a chainsaw, and the chainsaw got stuck on it 3 times. All right. So that tree was there, and my wife keep complaining because bees goes on it.
It's a flower tree. What you want?
Exactly. I was like, yeah, it's bees, but at least or hornets and stuff like they all go on it. So, and then I was like, at least I know where the bees are. And then she went online, she looked at it, basically when you go online, right, and you look like what is toxic to the dog, everything in the world is freaking toxic to the dog. All right? Everything in the world is toxic to the dog. And apparently, Japanese Andromeda is toxic. And not only that, the bees use the pollen from Japanese Andromeda to make pollen. It's called... was it mad honey or something like that? It's called mad honey. It basically, is toxic honey. I was like, well, number one, you're not gonna be drinking their honey. And number two, I like to know where the bees are, so I avoid that place. But she's like, no, you need to cut it. I think you should cut it. I think it's a good idea you cut it because our dog always go there. I think it's a good idea. I was like, we already have our dog for how long, and you want to cut it now? So every week I hear her complain about it. I say, you know what? Screw this. I'm just gonna cut it. And once I cut it, I don't want to hear it again. I don't want to hear how open it is. I don't want to hear like now the bee doesn't go on the tree, now it's just flying everywhere. You know, I don't want to hear it. So I got the guys to come over to cut it. And now I fill it the whole area with rocks. And just call it a day. But yeah, I had it, I cut it. And that was impulse because I was pissed. I was like, just call up a landscaper, just come and cut it. $200 is damn reasonable for tree removal, but I don't think it is. But I'm just pissed. I was just like, you know what? I just gotta get someone to cut it. I had a chainsaw, but I don't know where it is. Whereas I'll be like, oh, shut the hell up, you know. But that didn't happen. I called somebody to do it. So they cut it. My wife's pretty happy about that for some reason. And now we have a big blank spot in the back. That's hell of cheap. It literally is a 2-minute job. It literally is a 2-minute job. And the guy just cut it up to like they leave that much trunk left. This much trunk. It's poking out the ground. He's like, I'm not gonna cut that because if I'm trying to cut that, you see my chainsaw already stuck 3 times. Any more time my chain breaks, $40 for the chain. I'm not doing that. So that yeah, the stump is just there. But yeah, today's one of those days. I'm like, oh my god. She just want to cut all the tree off. I was like, but then it keeps. Once you cut the tree off, does not mean they won't grow again. Things can still grow out. Once you cut the tree.
It take long. Take years.
Well, yeah, takes years, but still gotta grow out. It's annoying. So I had to go find some like toxic shit and just drill it into the tree and just feed it to the tree.
Well, this is what you do. You drill a hole in it. Boom, make a fire.
My house is right next to it.
I'm just saying.
The fuck is wrong with you? My house is still right next to it.
Fucking gasoline, just go. Fucking
no. The neighbor will call the cops. The neighbor will call the cops.
Fucking let it burn.
The neighbor will call the cops. So I would draw a hole and put some like, I don't know, vinegar or something like that through it. Try to kill it.
More nutrition, okay.
What? Vinegar is not more nutrition.
Yeah, beneficial.
You try to pump some pure vinegar in your thing. No, gasoline stays in your soil for a long time. They stink. They stink.
How'd you light that bitch on fire, bro?
I've done it to my driveway before. I pour gasoline on like weeds that's growing, and that thing stink for a whole season. Now I had to think of weeds. Roots usually last for about 5 years, but now you had to think of weeds. What do you mean? Why do I have to think of weeds? I pour rocks on it. Those bags of rocks, white rocks, pebbles, I just dump it on it.
Yeah, don't forget fucking they grow right through cement, bro.
The point is I pour on it so that I can start to do the, those anti-weeds spray. Just pour on it. But my wife just tell me, it's like, go buy like a shed and just put it right on it.
A shed?
Yeah.
Right next to your house?
Yeah. Storage shed.
Yeah.
I was thinking that's a pretty good spot to put a generator. Just put a generator outside. Whenever I need
you just fucking burn it, bro.
But what? It's just a trunk. It's just a root. I don't care.
Or you could literally Hook it up to your car. Launch that shit.
See, you're not thinking about that. When the trees right next to your house, the roots are holding the ground.
Understand? I'm just saying.
Yeah, when you pull that up, my house is going down.
I'm just saying, man. Play around with it.
I'm on a hill. I don't know if you know. I'm on a hill. There's not enough dead body holding the ground for me. But I was thinking, I'm gonna hang out outside. Why don't I just put a generator or something like a power supply shit? Well, it's a pretty good spot to put one of those Tesla battery solar panel thing with a battery system over there, that side. And I'll just go make an outdoor studio.
Oh no, this Pharaoh's sitting nice though.
I bet it does.
What are you
is that?
smoking?
I'm smoking this new cigar, J London.
Trash.
It tastes trash.
Yes, trash. Straight trash.
It tastes so bitter. It's like a weird Connecticut that's bitter.
Chillin' it sucks. Oh, the one I had sucks. But,
No, it's just
Think
bitter and cedar. Bitter and cedar.
and I hate that band. No thoughts.
It's
No quality.
a very
Printing paper.
very classic band.
Classic. It's a motherfucking telephone booth.
Not this one.
Oh.
It's just
Okay.
classic, back in the day kind of.
Oh, you're
band.
not smoking the same one that I smoke.
No, I didn't
That
have
one
that phone
sucked?
booth though. I don't have the phone booth one.
Okay. So that one sucked too?
Mm.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, that. Plus, I don't know what's wrong with my dog. All of a sudden, my dog become aggressive. He was screaming and barking at everybody, except us, of course. Like it became so
because
territorial.
you have to socialize your dog, man.
Huh? No, my
have to
dog goes out and socialize every week, 3 times a week. He goes to the doggy camp and play all the dogs, no problem. People over there, no problem. But I was when I put the dog in my car, open the back window, anybody walk by, he screams at them.
Oh, that's kind of normal though.
No, like
But then
barking really deep, screaming like he was gonna bite them.
Yeah, but you gotta teach your dog to shut the fuck up.
I did. And then my dog likes to be at the window, and he'll bark at anybody who walk by.
I mean, you could be at the window, but once you walk up, pow!
I did. You will not stop him. He just like, I don't care. I don't care. He just bark. Yeah, he is neutered. He's going at it.
I would just grab him by the neck, yo. Like, yo.
I was pulling him back by the neck.
No, I mean, I would pin him to fucking pin him in the fucking car.
No. He struggles and he barks.
Yeah, I would. I let him fucking struggle. I would pin the fuck out of him.
I kick his ass and he still barks. He's on the ground and still barking.
Well, yeah. But like I said, I would beat the shit out of him. Like, shut the fuck up.
He's not in heat. It's not a girl dog in the neighbor. It's actually, he barks like everybody, like mailman and all that stuff. He's in the he's in the protection mode. But like, he doesn't even know what he's protecting against. Anything walk by. Anything walk by, he's barking. But going out to day camp, no problem. No problem at all. In fact, there was a day camp, they put a Mickey Mouse ear on the dog and took a picture, totally fine. Totally fine. But somebody walk up the hill, like a student, whatever, walking at home, I can hear it all the way from my room. So, is that a window door behind you? If yes, can you walk through the setup? I can't. The camera is fixed.
So you want to wander? What do you mean by walk through? What do you need? Like how to set it
The
up?
humidor door is too small for me to walk through it.
I don't
Like, it's only this short.
Take out all the tray. I don't know how many people say this. Take out all the tray, soak it in sponge, distill water, put it back inside the humidor.
How do you set it up?
Wait.
You season. Okay, you take it home. You unbox it. You put it on the side. Then you take the trays and you soak it with distilled water. Soak it with distilled water.
Well, Tony, when you say soak it, please don't
Use
make
a
it sound-
sponge, wipe over it.
okay.
Use a sponge, wipe over it like you're cleaning a beautiful woman's body. How about that? Right? And then you put it back in there and let it sit for a few days while it's on, with the with the reservoir filled with distilled water.
Yeah.
Let it sit a few days with the lowest setting possible. And once it stays in that number after a few days, put your cigar in there.
Yeah. That's it. Nothing complicated at all.
And that setup is for every humidor in the world. Every humidor in the world, season it, wait a few days, put cigars in there. Every humidor in the world. Boveda, you gotta wait months. Okay, you can just do 80% Boveda, it's gonna take months.
I mean, you could do it.
You could do it. But that is the lazy way. I can tell you that is the lazy way, because when they come out of the factory, that thing's not clean. So when you're using the sponge, wipe through it, you actually
while you're
some
cleaning
dirt.
it and everything. The
Yeah,
inside,
you're cleaning it.
just wipe it down, whatever you want.
All right, you're cleaning your humidor. You look at the water; it's nasty. Once you finish wiping it, you like kind of look at the sponge. It's like this dark brown color. It's dirty.
Just wipe it down.
When you wipe it down, you release that cedar smell too. It smells good. It smells good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's calculating how many gallons you put his sink. When I say soaked, it means
that's what when I say when Tony says soak, relax.
You could buy bottles and bottles of distilled water. They're like $1 each. You can fill an entire bathtub and put it in there if you wanted to.
And then you see the warped.
When you wipe down the wood, it doesn't absorb as much as you think. Yes. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So you repeat. You wipe it through. It dries up. You repeat. Wipe
Even
it
to
through.
this day, I literally reseasoned my humidor like 2 months ago.
You're supposed to reseason your humidor annually, if not biannually. Depends on your location and how often you open it. Okay, because the wood needs that water, and you don't want to. Obviously, you don't want to be like, hey, I wiped the I soaked it, and then you drag it across the floor. It's like dripping, taking a piss while you walk by. That's not what you want. You want it so that the wood is dark all around.
You just want it damp. You don't need it to be crazy wet.
Right? Because you'll be able to tell once you wipe it. A few seconds later, you start to dry out.
Yeah.
Okay. You just want to make sure when you're done, the wood is darker. It's darker. It's keeping that moisture. It's got to evaporate. You want to keep that moisture and put it in there. All right. And once you put it in there, your hygrometer is going to jump out like 80 to 100. Easy. Put it in there and just wait for it to drop. It takes a few days to drop. Wait for it to drop. Right? Once it drops to like 72, 75, put cigars in there. And the cigars got to take some moisture down again. Down. You'll be fine.
And after that, just enjoy. Don't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, but for new reservoir, you do have to refill it about 2 to 3 times.
Yeah, because the system has the tubes too.
Yeah.
So all the piping and tubing, once you put water in there, once it goes through the system, it goes down really quick. You got to fill it again.
Yeah.
Not the same day. The same day is not going to drain down. Like, just wait a day, come back.
Yeah, like
again,
you check it like every day. Don't be surprised that your water is gone.
It's just in the system. It's not really giving out moisture because your hygrometer will tell your system doesn't have moisture. It just needs to go through the system. Does that help you? Juwong? 8 Juwong. Hopefully that
And it
helps.
doesn't, and like Tony said, it doesn't matter what humidor you have. That's the same exact step.
All right. When you have a wine chiller.
Oh, wine chiller.
If wine chiller is different.
Yeah.
Wine chiller. You put a jar of bees, fill it with distilled water, leave it in there. You season individual tray, like we told you, wipe it down, liquid, close it up, wait,
Don't turn it on.
and put Bovita pack in there. Put Bovita
Yeah.
pack in there.
Bovita pack is your friend for that
Yeah,
one.
this thing just Bovita pack and water. That's it. Bovita pack and water.
Don't turn it on.
Don't turn it on.
Don't turn it
Don't
on.
turn it on.
Once you turn it on, it take all the moisture out.
Yeah, don't turn it on. This thing
Don't
is
run
not
it.
plugged in. Don't turn it on. It's not plugged in. Don't
Tony
turn it
shit
on.
is not plugged in at all. Wine door, you don't do that.
Yeah, because water door is never gonna be cool enough anyway. Your water door, like I think the coldest setting is like I think it's no, it's not gonna be the right temperature anyways. I think between 30 and 55, something like that in temperature. Like you can't turn it higher. So don't turn it on.
Yeah, just if you want cigars in there, don't. Just leave it. Bovita is your friend in that case, yes.
Buy those giant ass bags and just shove in there. Every time you buy a cigar, you got a small pack, toss in there.
Yeah, just toss it. I gotta. Yeah, just toss everything,
toss
every
in there.
Bovita in there.
Yeah. And try to make your own shelves because those like wine tray has those wine shelves. They don't hold anything. Try to make your own shelves, right? So you can buy. It's a mess over here. You can buy trays on your own. They sell them on Amazon or online, anywhere. Make sure you measure the size, it fits. Buy a tray, buy a bunch of trays. And you measure the depth of these grooves, and then you just make your own shelves. I use like, acrylic shelves. All right, but keep in mind this winder doesn't do anything other than other than it kind of look organized in a way, but it doesn't really do anything. It just holds humidity in there. You might as well get a humidor, like desktop humidor, because it doesn't hold that much.
Also, it depends how big how big is he got, dude.
Well, if you got a giant winder, put wine in there. What are you doing?
You don't want you don't drink wine. You just want to put cigars.
That thing's a few $1,000s. You should have bought one of these.
I'm just saying, like he might get it from somewhere for like a good price, you know. Like people
Like
get rid
I
of
got
it.
this for wedding gift, and I used it for like 2 years on wine, and after that, I'm like, screw it. Like, what are you doing? This thing retails for I think $600. $600, you can go buy a nice electric humidor. You can buy a nice humidor, period.
$600.
Yeah, retail. Back in the day when I got married.
But you were worth $2.
I don't worry about how it cools things. All right. Unless your place is like, in your house it's like 90 degrees, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Cool. Yeah, the thing about Wanador, man, they dehumidify, so.
If you turn it on, it dehumidifies anything. In fact, there is a drain plug in there. There's a drain plug in there. So your air is not really being sealed. Okay.
If you're in Nigeria, bro, you don't need a goddamn humidor.
That place is humid enough.
Yeah, dude. Why are you talking? Bro, just leave your fucking cigar on the table, homie.
It's probably for the cold. But these things are insulated. That even outside is hot, inside is not gonna be hot. So you don't have to turn it on.
Yeah, dude. I wouldn't buy a humidor. Why?
Average temperature is 35 Celsius. I think he's talking about Celsius.
Yeah,
Humidity is 80.
Celsius.
Yeah, it's humid. Yeah.
Yeah.
But your fridge will be insulated. That is not gonna be hot.
You shouldn't worry about temperature too much.
And if your humidity is that high, really, if you're worried about humidity, yeah, you can turn it on, but you don't have to worry about humidity. Just open your door. Just open it. Oh, fills up humidity. That's it. Okay.
Pretty much, dude. Once you open that thing, it's gonna spike right up.
Yeah. If anything, your Bovita pack is gonna be pumped every time. It's like just taking away humidity, not giving away humidity. Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't worry about it.
No, especially where you live, man. Don't worry about it.
You don't have those huge change in temperature anyway. Like for us, we worry about the cigar drying out more than cigar. Nah.
No, we worry about cigar fucking too wet.
Yeah, we're worried about too wet, so it's been driving me mad.
You
Okay.
you looking at it way too much if it's driving you mad. To be honest, man. Open it once in a while. And
No, hold on. Juan, name 3 cigars that you put in there. Name 3 cigars you put in there. I think I know he's worried. But name 3 cigars that you put in there.
Talking about Cuban,
I think it's all Cubans
probably.
and Cameroons. Now Cubans,
Well,
if you put the temperature too high, the
yeah,
beetles
the
are coming
beetle
out.
beetle could come out. Well,
In that
then
case,
screw
plug it in,
plug that
crank it
bitch
up.
in. Yep, hook that bitch up.
Bovita pack, put like shit on every shelf, a
That
big
shit,
giant
yeah.
Bovita pack, every single shelf, and just turn it on. That's it.
Turn on and open if you want. You see your humidity drop, just open that shit for like a few minutes. Close it back up. You get
Yeah,
humidity.
if there's Cubans in there, crank it up.
Yeah.
New Worlds are Cuban. See, New
Okay.
Worlds, you don't have to worry about it. And the temperature doesn't do anything to it.
Cubans though.
Cuban does. Cuban, anything more than 55
Yeah. So
degree
if you have Cubans,
Fahrenheit,
plug that bitch in.
plug it in. Plug it in and turn it, because it's a wider door, turn it on the highest setting. Usually it's like 50, 55 at best. If it's New World, you don't worry about it. New World, they already flash freezed it. There's no bugs in there. You gotta burn this thing anyway, so closer to the world temperature, the better. Right? You just worry about humidity. You're plenty humid. You're plenty humid. So I wouldn't worry about it. When we're in DR, that place is humid as fuck, and the temperature is hot as fuck. We just leave it on the table.
We leave our cigar right on the table. We didn't give a damn.
Yeah, we just leave it on the table. It's always perfect. You gotta know, even though your average humidity and average temperature is a certain way outside, inside your house are slightly different. If you're comfortable in your house, your New World cigar will be fine. That makes sense? If you're comfortable in your house, to a certain extent. Like if you open the fan, you live, you're fine.
So I think he lived it for so long. He's used to it, bro. I don't think it could bother him.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, just toss it in there, open it up once in a while, you're fine.
But you gotta keep in mind, right? When your temperature's so high and your fridge is working overtime, you gotta pay that electric bill.
You with the electric bill.
Hey,
You act like he's mining
crazy.
fucking crypto or something, bro.
My electric bills are crazy. You've seen it.
Like I say, ain't nobody stay home like your ass and turn on every fucking light all the time.
I can be on vacation, come back with the same thing. Yeah, I can be on vacation, come back with the same thing.
But you refuse to turn off anything.
No, I turn off everything when I leave. The only thing that's on is actually just my cloud server. That's it.
It doesn't matter how many sticks, bro.
Yeah. 10 stick is no different than 200 sticks.
Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah. Or you
Don't
can just
go
be like
too
me, just
crazy.
leave it on the floor. The floor is colder. my favorite place to put Opus.
Topodor. Yeah, that's your friend. You're good to go.
Well, Topodor holds humidity but doesn't hold temperature. That thing gets hot.
It'll be fine. Well, not for your Cuban.
You know, do you have AC at home? If you have AC at home, put everything in the Topodor, put the Topodor right next to your AC. Right? Just put a Topodor right next to your AC. Your AC is going to be colder. Your AC should be somewhere in the 20, 22 degrees Celsius anyway to be comfortable. I mean, if you're doing like 30 degrees, then your place is too hot anyway.
30 Celsius. That's hot.
30 Celsius, yeah, it's hot.
Yeah.
40 is 100, right? So, yeah, it's 80 something.
Yeah. But I don't know. Don't worry about it too much. You'll be fine.
If you have power outage, even if you put it in there,
There's nothing, bro. You, God damn it. What the fuck?
If you gotta worry about that, this isn't gonna help you.
Nothing.
This draws more power. This draws more power. Your AC
Well, how often does the fucking power go out?
every day at 3 o'clock. Take my advice. There's one way to solve that once and for all. Get out of Nigeria. Move somewhere else. Move somewhere else.
Yeah, to be honest, even if you leave your cigar outside in a box, whatever, like this box that come in with every damn day. Wow, what the fuck? Okay, so just leave your cigar, literally box, just box of cigars, just any box of cigars, just leave it there because it's still gonna air blow and everything, so it'll be fine. Yeah. And you have enough humidity to sustain anything.
Yeah, leaving your box, put it right next to your AC. Whenever it blows, it cools it down.
Yeah, you're good, man. Don't overthink it.
Yeah. If you never had beetle issues, I say don't worry about it.
Bro, man.
It's at that point. I mean, wow. Stop buying Cubans. Only buy like dark cigars like Oscuros, like toothy cigars, Cameroons, and stuff like that. Just buy those, which is very tolerant to humidity, and just leave it out.
I think that he'd be fine. Just leave it out. You don't care about where the fuck it is. It's just in a box. Wait, first of all,
just be like me. Stack them on the side. Stack them. Put it anywhere that you can see it. I don't care.
Yeah, you don't worry about it too much.
And if you worry about it, smoke faster. If you rotate them fast enough.
Unless you have like animal that would just go through anything.
Right?
Nigeria. You have some wild shit over there.
I don't know. So I talked to a lot of Nigerian prince that want to give me money. I'm a Nigerian prince. I have an inheritance that needs to be picked up. It's $60 billion. I would like to give you a chunk of it.
That's like a quarter. That's like a quarter of a % of Nigeria, bro.
That's pretty high. That's pretty high. 25%.
No, a quarter of a %.
Oh, a quarter of a %. Okay. You don't know. Like I always like, hey, I'm Nigerian prince. I'll let you give you money. Oh, if you can pay, you can even grab the money and pay me like $50,000, and I'll give you the rest. But I think because of the cigar prices and how much you pay for cigars, people have been overprotective over their cigars.
Let me ask you, how long you been into cigars? That's another question. How long have you been into cigars?
He went from 10 to 200, so I'll say 1 to 2 years.
If it's 1 to 2 years, you don't. After that first year, you don't give a fuck no more, man.
right? If you're 1 to 200, you're probably a couple of years in.
If you a couple of years, then after the first year, you really don't really like. You know what I mean? You
200
grow
cigars
up.
not allowed. You smoke one cigar a day, you're there. Yeah, there you go. 7 months.
Oh, okay. Now everything makes sense.
This is not a lot. 10 to 200 is not a lot.
Okay, so yeah, okay. That now I know why he worry. It's like one of those phase. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we all went
The
through that phase. We're like, oh, gotta buy this, buy that, buy
we
this,
all
that.
went. Yeah, we all went through that phase of like shit, the
Yeah.
humidity, shit, the
200
temperature.
cigars, you smoke one a day, you'll be done in half a year. Don't worry about it. You'll rotate them fast enough. When you get to like my issue, I got 4,000 or 5,000 cigars. That's you start to worry. And you don't worry about it's not worry about temperature, it's not worry about humidity, it's worry about where you gotta put it. I think just Year of the Dragon, we have over 100 sticks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got over 106. Yes.
Over 100 sticks just on Year of the Dragon alone. And guess where I'm putting them right now?
In front of him on the floor.
Exactly, by the stairway. No, you don't need to slow down. 3 to 4 cigars are okay. 3 to 4 cigars are okay.
Dude want to be Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill will lower that amount by 2. Now he only smoked 1 to 2 cigars, but Churchill size. Yeah, you gotta worry about it right now because you feel like you spend a lot of money on it and it's an investment, and you want to keep your cigar. But you'll find out it takes a while for the cigar to go bad, right? If you have 200 cigars, you smoke one a day, 2 a day, you go through that 200 before they go bad. Even if you leave on the floor.
And in the meantime, you buy more. It's not gonna go bad, man. It take a lot for a cigar to go bad.
Yeah. For a cigar to really, really, really dry it out in average temperature and average humidity, when I'm talking about 35% to 40%, it would take them months to dry up. Hey, Sandman. How is your smoking room set up? Built-in humidor vents or several? Okay, so I have 2 air purifiers. Okay, and also a fan. A floor fan. All right, that just blow fan. All right, and then I have an exhaust fan in the farthest corner of this room, drawing air out. And then I have another filter that draws air in through the filter on the top. So technically, I have 3 filters, 1 large fan, and 1 exhaust. It's overkill. I can tell you that it's overkill for the amount of smoke output I put out. But my wife absolutely does not want any smoke to leak out to the laundry room that's above me. She don't care about anywhere in the house, but she care about the laundry room because we're closing it. So I just go overboard with it. And the fan runs all day. Even if I'm not smoking, it's still taking air out. To keep the temperature more constant. I've been buying cheaper and cheaper ones looking for a bad one, like bad cigar.
And you tell me you haven't found one yet?
All right, Sandman, if your room is smaller than 10 by 10, 1 fan and 1 like something like rabbit air is good enough with your windows open. Okay, if your room is smaller than 10 by 10, 1 fan that circulates the air, or even an exhaust fan that put in, one of those window fans, just put on the window and draws air out, and 1, like something like rabbit air right next to you, you're fine. Okay, if you're bigger than that, then you start to need to have more to move the air, because the smoke they lingers. right? So you need something that blows the smoke away. You see, my smoke just go all one way kind of thing, and then goes up. So, or you can just be like Eric, smoke in the garage. A lot of people do that because ain't nobody care about how the garage smells like.
Give a shit.
All right, only go as $8 is average cigar. $8 is an average cigar. Basically, it's like anybody can smoke, anybody can kind of like cigar, but at the same time, anybody can say none of these are exceptional. So Ari is looking at me like, you serious? Those are horrible trash cigars. But I think that $8 cigars are somewhere between okay and that's what you pay for. Okay, and that's what you pay for. None of them is gonna be exceptional per se. To like, you know, it's like I can go to Stop and Shop, buy a steak. It's gonna taste like beef. Okay. But Eric's like, if it's not Wagyu, I don't want it.
I don't like Wagyu.
But like I'm talking about in comparison. Shut the fuck up, man. Jeez. Don't be like Nepodopoulos.
I just got that.
Ashton VSG is not $8.
No, it's not.
Ashton
about
VSG is not $8 cigar.
I need a new hat. All right. I'll be right back.
Okay. So $8 cigar to me, I think is one of those most likely AJ Fernandez, that kind of stuff. Like average cigar. Everybody can smoke. Acceptable. Okay. But nothing exceptional. I gotta just cycle through 4 colors. All right. CL Flathead. CL Flathead is not $8 either. Or some, but not all of them.
You could rug it.
We're talking about MSRP. Right? It's not $8 either. Like, you know, you gotta say you smoke $8 cigar, you gotta name $8 cigars. You can't be like, I like these, but these are like $10, $15 cigars. Right? You gotta say $8 cigars and they're all good.
Well, if you get a deal, there are $8 cigars.
Well, no. You don't go that way. You don't go that way. Then $8 cigars is not $8. $8 cigars is $6. Right? Yeah, $8 cigar is just like you can smoke it. It's not gonna break your bank. It's acceptable. You might enjoy it too, but nothing exceptional. When you go to $13, $14, $15, that's when a cigar starts to be normal. That's actually normal price now. Somewhere between 10, or actually more like 12. Something between 12 to like $20, $18, $19. That's the range of normal good cigars. Like that's like where you can find some exceptional cigars.
Yes.
And anywhere from that on, $20 and up, that's when you see your money start to depreciate a little bit, like go down from there. Because now you're buying not only the cigar, the luxury, the presentations, all that adds in there. Now you're not feast just with your taste bud. You're also the feeling of the box, the feel when you buy it, the look of it, all that counts. Even how the leaf looks like, how even the leaf color is, you know, how much vein is in there. All that goes into factor now once you pass $20.
But a lot of them, not a lot, but there's more exceptional one after $20.
Oh, but because
And
like I
that-
say,
that's my
no,
opinion.
that's because a lot more goes into it. Now every category is being handled, right? When you pay less, some of them just have to,
Mhm.
take the toll. Like, maybe the color
Yeah.
isn't good, maybe the look of the cigar isn't that perfect, maybe the draw is not that well, maybe the taste wasn't wasn't complex enough, or you're not gonna get a lot of sweet notes because fermentation takes less. You might
Yeah.
get a little bit more ammonia because they didn't take as much time in the
Like I said, like
ammonia room.
you after $20, you pay for a little increment of perfection.
Right? Every little thing costs money and time, and they start to add it in there once you go past that. Right? So there's difference between a cigar that they make million of them versus make 100,000 of them. All right. So you're cranking out cigars. What is important to you? Up to if you're looking just for flavor, to say, hey, this tastes pretty good. $12 to $20. You can say, this tastes pretty good. This is not bad. I'll buy this again. Right? Once you pass that, damn, the cigar looks good. Look at this. Oh my God, the sheen and everything. Look at this box. Oh, feels solid. Look at this band. This band looks beautiful. That's when you go from that. Look at this transition. This, like, I was smoking this and it tastes like one thing, and then all of a sudden, boom, woof, punch me in the face. Right? That's when you go to that. Stefano Ricci is a designer brand. So you're buying that. Not only you paid for the flavor, you also pay for that decoration.
You pay for that name too.
Yeah. Well, that name, if you don't know, it means nothing.
True.
Okay.
But
so you get to a
you
certain
should know.
point where that investment is towards things that you're not smoking. Right? Once you pass that range, $20-something range, you'll start to see things that are being improved of the things that you don't smoke. You're looking at it, you're smelling it, you're feeling it, all that stuff is included. And because of those things, it starts to feel like a luxury. It starts to feel right. It's a difference between driving a Honda Civic. This thing will last me forever. I drive A to B versus driving a Porsche and you're like, ooh, this door, look at this paint. Ooh, shit. You don't drive paint.
Like, look at this curve. You
don't drive paint.
You
Look
get
at
less
this leather
tires
seat.
too.
Oof.
You get less
Right?
tires too.
Yeah, you get less of everything. But
Yep.
higher rank of everything. Higher quality of everything. Is Knuckle Sandwich a long filler? Yes, it is.
Yep.
Knuckle Sandwich is a long filler. What is the MSRP for your most enjoyed cigars?
$65.
$35.
Which one is that? $35.
Yeah, there were a
You
few
already-
Davidoff
you-
that enjoys $35.
Oh, yeah, those are. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, okay, I can see it.
So
You already know which one is mine. So when I say that, must
yeah. Yeah. So, it really depends. Like, what are you looking for? When I'm smoking, I can smoke any cigars. I can have a commoner's, well, not that's a common taste bud. Or I can have a time where, like, you know what? I want to feel good. Just holding that cigar makes me feel good. Having it, holding it makes me feel good. Take off the cellar, look at the band makes me feel good. Lighting it out makes me feel good. And then finally taste it makes me feel good.
Just
That's
like what
where-
Sosa say.
Huh?
When he smoked a cigar, like Sosa, he smoked a cigar, it make him feel like a man.
It doesn't make me feel like a man. But
It make him feel like he got big cojones.
it makes me feel like whoever designed, put this project together, put this whole cigar together, every part of it, they thought of it. They're like, okay, we need to design a band for this. Let's go through some designs. We need to make sure the leaf looks a certain way. Let's make sure the leaf looks a certain way. We need to make sure it tastes a certain way. Let's make sure all the leaves are good quality, right?
Mhm.
And we gotta make sure that's not plugged. Let's make sure we dispose of any cigar that does not qualify.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So pick and choose. Pick and choose. If you just want to smoke a cigar, or do you want to feel like you're smoking a cigar? Do you just want to smoke a cigar? Or do you want to make sure that you got 100% of that what that cigar is supposed to deliver to you? Not just the smoking experience, the story behind it, and being able to sit there and relax, but also, do I feel the luxury that I paid for?
Trash. Trash. Like that cigar is no good, man.
It's beginner cigar. It's beginner cigar. If you smoke for like 5-6 years, not very good. Smoke 1 or 2 years, actually not bad.
But then other people have different palates.
Yeah.
Other people like different flavors. For us,
Then a $15 cigar, so there you go. There you go. Yeah. There you go. There you go. That was easy. You get $1 back. All right. So I'm honestly paying for the best taste, which contributes to the best leisure experience. But this thing has a super loose straw.
but yeah, usually if you want the best taste, 12 to 20 bucks. You want phenomenal, exquisite, just every tear, every detail that go into a cigar. Anything
This
above
cigar has
that.
like 5 holes in it. It's like super loose straw.
What do you expect? Fucking $14.
No. I'm just saying, I think somebody kissed this 5 times. Pay for the best taste, which contribute the best leisure experience. Would you think best taste is the best leisure experience? I would say it's only part of the leisure experience. Right?
I mean, it does contribute a lot.
Let me ask you this, right?
You know
when
that.
you go to a beautiful beach relaxing, you got a perfect view. All right? Let's say that's your leisure experience. You got a perfect view, but you got a chair that's made out of freaking solid. Doesn't change, like, it's really uncomfortable. Does that leisure? You got the best view, but you got an uncomfortable seat. Think about that. Every little thing contributes to your leisure. Now, it might not be a deal breaker, but you're missing out portion of your leisure.
True.
I think that's what I'm trying to say. A lot of things are not deal breaker. You can have an ugly band. You can have a really veiny, disgusting looking rapper.
Oh.
It tastes good. I smoke that
But
shit.
if it tastes good, you can smoke it. It's not deal breaker. But there is just something to it. There are people who literally smoke it, puff it, and just stares at the cigar for a little bit because how beautiful it is.
You cannot join Eric's club if you don't have one of these in your pocket. If you don't have this in your pocket, can't join.
Because you know why? That cigar is best tasting, all the leisure you need.
Well, obviously, you don't want to sacrifice taste. Taste should be number one, right? If you're consuming something, taste should be number one.
Yes, taste should be number one, no matter what. But
taste number
it
one.
would be, it'd be great. It'd be great if it looked good as well.
Think
Right.
about that. Okay. In the layman's term, we're all guys. We can understand this, okay? think about this. You're about to make love to a
I
nice
was
ass
I
booty.
was about to say that.
Nice
was-
ass booty, right? Nice ass booty. Everywhere that's supposed to be pink is pink. All right? Nice ass booty. But her face looked like something just ran her over.
Back shot.
Right?
Well, just put it over the head
That's
and
the
just
thing.
call it a day.
It's not a deal breaker, but what happened nice if she look average?
Back shot all day. And after that, I ain't staying.
Right?
Well, you either back
get
shots
it? You
or
get it?
lights
You
off.
understand what I'm saying? You understand that, right? You understand that, right? Your nice booty face is just a truck just ran over it. Like, you know, like Raul didn't look and he just drove by her. Boom. All right? Became something only their mother can love. Not
Okay,
a
that's
deal
too much.
breaker.
That's too much, man.
No,
that's
but
a
not a
deal
deal
breaker.
breaker. Not a
That's a
deal
deal-
breaker. Like I say, you guys immediately found the solution. Not a deal breaker. But you have preferred had that thing looked nicer.
I mean, it's like Scary Movie. Have you ever seen a Scary Movie with that closet scene with the monster? Paper bag. The bitch, don't take it off.
Right?
No,
You
keep
guys
the
all got
bag
you
on.
guys all got the immediate solutions that I don't want to see it. It's fine. But it will happen preferred if you don't have that. Right? Cigar is the same thing. Not a deal breaker so long as the flavor is good. But you will prefer if it also looks nicer.
So, Raul, I saw earlier messages. You know, you said ash or pass. You know, I'm gonna framework that shit for my channel. My lawyer's gonna talk to your lawyer, and if you want to do some, what do you call it? What do you call it when you pay money? Call me gay. That's a hate crime.
It's 2025. You're responsible for your own feeling. Damn it.
It's defamation. He's calling me 20% gay. But that's defamation.
No, we confirmed that yesterday.
My mom's gonna call your mom.
We confirmed that yesterday. We have a certified gay to call you gay. You're definitely gay.
My mom's gonna call your mom. Okay.
Right? So that's my thing about cigar is that if I can pay a few more dollars to get that little bit of leisure feeling that you're talking about, I probably would. Because why? Because I feel like I'm worth it. You gotta ask yourself this: are you worth it? Can you pay $20 for yourself? Can you pay $30 for yourself? You go out to have a dinner, wouldn't you pay like $20? Wouldn't you pay $30? You work that hard for a week, you can buy yourself a $30 cigar to just relax for your 1 hour. Just give up 1 or 2 hours of your work. That's all you're doing. Give out 1 or 2 hours of your work in exchange that 1 or 2 hours for yourself.
Yeah, it's like even with steaks. It's fine going to Applebee's. You know, you want a steak that's gonna be not good, but it's still a steak. But sometimes you would like to have that, that Ruth Chris or those nice steakhouse steaks. It's gonna treat you treat yourself that with that like every few
Let me tell you
months.
this:
So.
Eric will eat a filet mignon or New York strip, nicely, fully well done. He will eat that.
Yes.
But I say, hey, Eric, $2 right now, I'll give you some ketchup. Eric will be like, $5, give me 2 bottles.
Yes. I would like to have some ketchup. Yes.
Right? It just makes it a little bit better. Here you go, $5, I can do it. Ask yourself that. Is $2 really that much a difference for you to feel good? Because we pay $20, because $20 is $20.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can do that, couldn't you paid a few dollars for your cigar?
But the thing is, like, man, I'm telling you guys, I spend $20. I don't even know where to go. At the end, like someday, where did my $20 go? I have no fucking idea. At least I have a cigar to smoke.
No. What you're just describing is just irresponsible with your finance. That's all.
Shut up. Tell me though. Sometimes y'all spend $20, y'all know where to go.
I just spent $200 for a tree.
You know what I mean? Like, where the fuck did it go? $20 for a cigar. Not so bad.
Right? Think about that. If you no, I'm talking about $20 on top of what you paid. Right? You can pay $8 for your cigar. But ask yourself, I just work a damn day taking out a piece of shit. There was 2 Karen that walked into the fucking store today. I think I can smoke a $28 cigar today. $10 for each damn Karen I had to listen to for half an hour. Something like that.
Hmm? I have a headache from work. Let me go for a late hour.
Yeah. Raul just paid $2 to make sure people know that Eric is 20% gay.
It's Rick, not Eric.
I mean,
Get it
They're the
correct.
same.
Get it correct. Get it correct. Get it correct.
Yeah, Rick is 20% gay. That's okay. That's okay. Because we're talking about this. You can be bi and gay at the same time. I have kids and a wife. My money goes with the wind. I have a wife. I have a dog. But none of those are more important than your sanity. If I can pay $20 and make sure I don't yell at my wife and kids, I pay for that every day.
So true. Like when I'm not in a good mood, like this past few weeks, I been
Yeah.
smoking expensive ass cigar just to make myself feel better.
Yeah. Like literally just to avoid another week of arguing with my wife over a tree, I cut it off $200. I don't give a fuck. Why? Because I think that I can pay $20 a day to not have an argument.
Well, you got about 10 days.
Because after that, she's got to talk about the other tree. Yeah, to chop down a tree. It's cheaper than yowling for sure. And I do yowling for a living. Anybody who heard me on the phone before knows what I'm talking about. I do that for a living. I don't need to do that at home. I really don't want to. It's like damn tree. Just like, okay, get rid of it. In fact, if my wife's complaining my car, but like just get rid of the car. I'll buy another car. And this has nothing to do with flexing. This has to do like, you need to do about your sanity. You like mental health, nobody cares, but really for guys, it's very important because we hold it in. Right? As a guy, you hold it in until you explode, right? Why do that? If I can pay $20 to lower that, do it. Because trust me, once you have an argument with your wife, she'll remember it for eternity. She'll remember that for eternity. The next time you want that rare pink, you ain't getting it. And you'll wish you paid that $20. Because $20 is $20.
I'm not looking at chat today. I'm gonna ignore chat today.
I was thinking he complained about 20% pretty good, might be 30% gay. At a certain point, the percentage don't matter anymore.
You're just gay. Sorry, Rick.
Rick, you were not in the chat room yesterday, but we said that, I was talking about how to be fair. We need to invite some lesbians too. So go find some lesbians.
The thing is like,
thinking.
Rick only hang out with he like gays.
No.
No, but that's the thing. He's gotta
He
have
doesn't
some
like
lesbian
women,
buddies.
bro. He don't like women.
I
or not.
I work with females when it comes to the gaming space.
Find someone that's cool enough to take whatever bullshit that we talk about. Lesbian though.
None.
Find a set of lesbian couples. We'll make sure to turn them straight.
I got a buddy. She's a lesbian, full-blown lesbian.
Look at her. Like he's like, I know exactly who.
Yeah, she's essentially the female version of me when it comes to like she could take shit. She's not sensitive or anything like that.
Maybe he's straight, but just from California. Rick wished that he's from California.
Why the fuck would I want to be in the state with all that taxes and the shit we discussed yesterday?
you can finally admit that you're gay once you're there. No.
I was gonna show this off today, but never mind.
Well, what is it?
I went to ShopRite and I bought this.
You bought gay popcorn.
Diddy. It's Diddy.
Diddy's from Fetty kettle corn. It was 99 cents, so I know what, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it.
He was thinking about that screaming. Oh, Diddy. Oh. And he go, ooh. Popcorn. I don't know. Rick puts off Atlanta gay energy. That was sensitive. You know, going back to the topic.
No, Rick, you know Odette. When I show you her, you know what she asked me?
Am I gay?
Yeah. I was like, no, he's married. She's like, to a dude.
That's
You know
okay.
what?
She knows that you're not gay.
Well, Odette, no, you're not gay, but
You
She
know what?
knows you're only 20% gay.
I'm gonna bring my wife to Phoenix and I'm just gonna like lay pipe in front of all you guys, proving I'm not gay.
How you wish. She'll beat you to a pulp before that happened.
True. I'm more scared of her than she's scared of me.
that's
There's
you're gay.
there's no second part of that sentence. There's no second part of that sentence. I'm more scared of her, period. There's no than her scared of
Our
me.
relationship is that's equal to like Goku and Chi-Chi or Bulma and Vegeta. It's that type of relationship.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
I could kick her ass, but I will never do so.
No, you will not be able to kick her ass. There is zero chance in the world where you will be able to kick her ass.
It's like the fear you have with like your mom. It's like you know you could take your mom, but you would never do it. That's how I feel like with my wife. It's just
Yeah,
like
because
she's scary.
the consequences, it's like when Frieza entered Earth.
Yeah. So me and my wife relationship is identical to like how Goku and Vegeta is with Chi-Chi and Bulma.
Yeah. No. There's no you, Rick. Just like Right Guy said, there is no you. There's only her and a man who's half gay. No.
Why did I invite fucking Chicken yesterday?
You knew that was a mistake. That's why you gotta rectify it by getting a lesbian. So we start calling you
Gay.
Let me go figure out when my friend Gabby, whenever she's free.
It'll be later on. It'll be later on.
I'll be down the
we're kinda
road
busy with
because
that stuff.
she's not she doesn't do things in media space. She used to be a worker of mine.
So just know that this might ruin your relationship.
I mean, I also have my cousin. She's out in Ohio.
I don't know. But yeah, back to the cigar thing. It's a luxury. It's a relaxation. It's like you're taking a vacation. Don't cheap out on your vacation. You're taking that 1 hour vacation away from reality. Don't cheap out on your vacation.
Keep on my vacation all the time, bro.
I know you do. That's why you don't know how to vacation. You don't know how to vacation, man.
If you go on vacation and you're not leaving $27,000 in debt, you didn't do it right.
You know what's really funny? The other day we were watching a new international flight with a new first class cube on TV. I was watching. I was oh, that's not that's kind of nice. My wife's like walks by. We're too broke to go there. We're too poor. Walks by. She goes around the kitchen, turn her back. It's like, wait, is that first class? I was like, yeah. She's like, don't we ride first class? I was like, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're okay. And she turns around, goes around. I'm like, how much is it? I was like, don't worry about it. When's the last time you buy a flight ticket? When's the last time you went and book a flight ticket? Don't worry about it. She's like, yeah, I thought we were brokey, but we're beyond brokey. We'll make ourselves brokey.
Sound about right.
And I was like, you start sounding like Eric.
I'm rubbing off on somebody.
And no, and then she goes, Eric rides first class? I was like, no, he never. Like, other than flying with me, he will never fly first class. Period.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I thought. And kept walking. She kept walking.
You know what? fuck, she's up, bro. I'm gonna fucking just shut her up one day. I would just fucking shut her up. Watch. I would.
He's gonna take a domestic flight from like bottom of Texas to the top of Texas first
like,
class.
The thing is, like, I don't. The only person that would make me fucking flex on them is fucking Shiza. I'm telling you. She would just get under my skin. I would just like, fuck it, slap it, let's go.
She is so passive aggressive towards Eric. Her comments are just like walks away.
She's the person you need like, to instigate you to go broke.
Yeah, she's like, how does Eric goes back to Vietnam? I was like, he doesn't go back often, but most likely like economy, just get there so that he can stay there for a long time. She goes, how does he do that? And walks away.
Watch me.
Yeah, and then 5 minutes later she comes back. But then couldn't he afford it though?
Yes, but I
give her this. I give her this. Even you know he's rich, but not really rich.
It just I don't know because it never crossed my mind that I need something to like I don't know when I fly because I sleep most of the time, so it doesn't matter.
It's not that. It's not even that. I mean, there are people who travels who spend the money on what counts, not getting there, not the hotel or anything, just to spend on fun things. And there are people who spend on traveling because traveling is part of it. Right? And Eric is more like, I'm gonna go there for 30 days. This 20 hours isn't gonna bother me.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
And
I'm gonna get like a nice ass hotel. I'd be living luxury, tell you that, when I'm there.
But for me, it's 20 hours of being awake and just stares at nothing.
Yeah,
That's what you do anyway. What the fuck?
I can't do that. I'm like,
Eric
no,
he reminds me a little bit like how like T-Pain when he explains like his whole flight travel or whatever. He's like, whenever I stay at places, you know, I do luxury. But when I travel, because unlike these, you know, all these other rappers and artists, they always do private jets, or private this. Yes, it's nice. I've done it a few times, but because after a while, it's like, why am I going to spend? He shows his phone. Why am I going to spend $126,000 to go from here to Vegas if I could just fly, economy or business for like way more than 95% off to that?
Because there was no need, right? All right, so it depends on why you're used to do it. My wife goes on the airplane with no makeup. Before we land, she start putting her makeup on. She needs a table. She needs putting all her stuff out. Sometimes she needs a bathroom to do that. She can't do economy.
Yeah, my girl don't have that problem.
And also, like when you sit in economy, it's either 5-row or 3 rows.
5-row. I ain't never see a 5-row.
In the middle.
That's not 5-row. What are you talking about?
353.
I ain't never see that, bro. What the fuck?
International flight and normal.
Bro, I ride international before. I never see that.
What do you see? 232?
333.
No, 333 is too small.
No, I say 3 and 3. That's all I see.
No. They're bigger than that.
Bro, what are you doing? What?
Yeah, go ride a Dreamliner. Go ride a
I
787.
I don't ride those.
Those are big international flight. They don't stop, so they carry as many people as they can. But doesn't matter. The threes. She doesn't like the threes because she want to be right next to me, but she also want to be outside on the aisle, so she can go to the bathroom whenever she wants. But I don't like to sit in the middle because when they sit in the middle, you're like this. Whose armrest is
True.
this? Is it
True.
yours or mine?
Well, I'd be like, here, you got the fucking put your head in the window. This is my armrest.
No, because you have two sides, right? But the middle shares that one with two people.
What's your point? I don't understand.
I can't sit like this.
Yeah, for 20 hours? Yeah, I can understand.
I don't.
Right? I like to be able to like eating.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't do none of that. So
my flight from here to Cali, you know,
I
it
don't
was
play my
annoying when
laptop.
I was like this.
I don't play my laptop. I don't even play my phone. I don't pay for the internet. I sleep.
I can't sleep on the. I
I
can't
was like,
sleep sitting up.
I don't give a fuck. I'm dead.
I
I
can't.
don't. I just download anime.
Dude, when I fly to Vietnam, I think it's like 22 hours. I literally sleep 20 hours. I slept 20 hours, bro.
You can't sleep 20 hours. The flight is not even 20 hours. You fly for like 11 hours. You land and get off, stretch, and then go back on the air again.
Yeah, but I slept all the hours, bro. I slept.
Yeah, but for us, it's like all the way one trip.
If it one trip, I will sleep. If not, I was like, hey, babe, can we get a blowjob? And she's like, no. I was like, okay. I try again in a little bit.
No, I'd be like, oh, 4 hours. Hey, go to the bathroom. Okay, let's go.
So I'm fine.
Yeah, you don't have you just don't care about your girl. I do.
My girl don't want to fly first class. You know how many times I ask her? I asked her so many times. I was like, babe, we could book it if you want to. Give a shit.
I
do it.
guarantee 100%. If you say, would you like to fly first class? It's free. She'll be like, hell yeah.
Yes, when it's free, yeah. Everybody
Yeah,
would.
so she does want first class.
No, she don't want to pay for it. So
Exactly.
ain't my
It's two
fucking
different things.
fault.
Two different things, right? One first class and one pay for it is two different things.
I'm just saying, we're gonna pay for it. She never wanted.
You don't tell her that
And
you paid
would,
for it.
It wouldn't tell the truth. It wouldn't have been budged that much.
It will. You pay for it, don't tell her. And she's like, what's going on with the first class? You're like, I guess it's free, it's an upgrade. She'll be
And then
like,
she looks-
yes! Guarantee.
Nope, not gonna happen.
The first time I fly my wife first class international, my client paid for it. My wife was super giddy. She's like, oh my God, first class. Oh my God. I'm like, okay. Yeah, it's got to be comfortable. Okay. Oh my God, first class. Ooh. And she sits down at this table. And then she started to put like the, you know, then that's when she started to do her makeup routine. That's her first time. Pull out like a portable mirror with the lights and everything. She's going, it's like, this is great. We've got to fly first class from now on. I was like, okay, got it. Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to get my girl into that shit. Fuck that.
See, once I fly first class, economy just doesn't do it.
Like she say it's nice. She say she look at it, whatever. She sat down. She did get upgraded first class before.
Okay.
Because she fly international and something happened, and they upgraded her to first class. And she say it's nice. She is great,
Yeah.
but she would never pay for it.
Yeah. Not want to pay for it is normal for anybody. I don't want to pay for it. I don't want to pay for it. Who wants to pay for
The
it?
thing is, like, she don't want it that much that she would let me pay for it. You understand what I'm saying? She don't want it that much.
No. When you say let you pay for it, that's retarded. That the argument is retarded because not when I book in the flight, I'm not gonna ask my wife how much would you like to pay today.
Oh, I don't want to pay for it.
Right?
To
I
me-
just click done.
Like to me, it's like it's. But I think it's if, you know me. If Odette wanted bad enough, if she's like, "Hey, babe, I won't fly no other fucking shit except for first class," I was like, "Fine."
No, my wife never says that. She will not say that. I will never fly economy. But she'll walk by. It's like, are we flying first class? Or,
Odette
right?
wouldn't do that. She don't even do that.
You know, my wife knows how to like kind of give me the hint. Are we?
Yeah. No, she does too. But the thing is, like, she don't even give me that hint of she wanted.
Now it's a different hint. Now it's like, what are we choosing for lunch? It's not first class. You
Then-
don't have to choose for lunch.
My hint is like, is there enough room for me to sleep on your tits?
Oh, there's always
That-
enough room.
That's all I care.
You just have Eric on one side, have her the other side, both tits. Girlfriend math isn't the same as wife math. For Asians, girlfriend math is the same as wife math. We don't treat girlfriend any different. Like once the
Yeah,
girlfriend
like-
moving with you is no different than a wife. It's just a piece of
Yeah,
paper.
dude. When I say girlfriend, but she lived with me for like 8 years already, bro. There's no fucking different.
Yeah.
No different whatsoever.
There's no difference. Like, you know, for Asians, once you move in, you're my wife.
Yeah, like you're my wife. Like once you living with me, you being treated like a fucking queen.
There is no difference in there. I understand that it's very different in Western culture.
Yeah.
But for Asian culture, once you're moving in, you're mine.
Yep. Paper or not.
Because that
You
is just a
belong
piece
to
of paper.
me.
It's just a piece of paper.
Yep. Like you belong to me, bitch. Not like that kind of shit, but yes, kind of like that.
Right? wife is just a term. It makes no difference. The person is already moving in with you, dedicated their life to you. You take care of them.
You think back in the days during the Egyptian times and the Renaissance and then Mongolian, and like those times, you think they had a piece of paper?
They do.
They
It's
did.
an ownership paper.
Oh, I don't know that. I'm again public school education.
In fact, back 5,000 years ago, China already have like, if I'm gonna divorce you, or write a piece of paper say you've been abandoned. There's a piece of paper, yeah, but it's a piece of paper. I don't know if they have colors, but they're a piece of paper. But
Yeah,
it's
girlfriend-
just that. It's a piece of paper. Why will you choose anybody differently because of a piece of paper? We talked about this yesterday.
Is that the reason why when I date American girls, they love it?
They don't get treated that way, yeah. Everything's AA, man. Everything's AA.
That's funny, huh?
If you ever date a Japanese girl, you'll know, even if you wash the dishes, she will be grateful. She'll be like, oh my God, thank you so much. You washed the dishes today.
Yeah, that don't happen. Sorry.
And then she'll tie out her ponytail and get ready.
She's gonna tie it up no matter what.
Right? It's a piece of paper. It makes no difference. Like I said, we talked about this yesterday. Just because you're not married, you think that if you have kids with this woman, you're not going to pay child support when she leaves? Think about this. Well, you think because you didn't marry the woman, didn't have a piece of paper, you don't have to get, if she leave you after extended of time, you don't have to pay alimony?
You don't.
Yeah, you do.
Mm.
Common law.
Fuck that.
I
That's
think-
only
I think-
depend on states.
Yeah, depending on state. But yeah, but child support guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
So the wife thing is just a term. It's something that you invented so that you have a say when somebody does anything with your wife. But yeah, it makes no difference. It makes no difference. Because girlfriend or wife, at any time you can separate. you have it wrong. With Africa, it's similar, but when she's your wife, you go out. But I assume it's reason Western.
Western is different. Us, I mean, we are in the West, but the thing is, like,
It's cultural.
yeah,
It's Asian culture. If somebody has moved in with you, that's already considered like she's with you. Wife is just a term. Husband and wife, it's a Christian thing.
so true. I treated her the same way when we dated to now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we still
I mean,
dating.
if you're dating someone, like for Asian, when you're dating someone, unless you're modern, like nowadays kind of people, they don't really care. But if you are educated at the same time we did, you date this woman, you date it with the goal that she's got to be your wife. So you treat her like normal. You treat her like as if she's your wife. You're very protective.
I don't do that. I don't. No, I don't date and think.
I'm not talking about like puppy date, like when you just going out, hang out, and want to bang this chick. There's two different things.
Oh, okay. I mean, like, yeah, if I'm like, that's true. That's true though. Like, I treated every girl the same because I want to be treated that way as well. I would say, you know.
Like even like when I'm dating, I worry about what she ate. She's okay today and all that stuff. Communicate all day.
Yeah, we take care of them.
Yeah. Make sure
But
this food is ready.
straight up,
She gets to work.
Take care of them.
All right. Have a good night, man. So, yeah, it's a cultural thing. Like we were taught to take care of your woman.
I think that's every culture though.
Not really. I
Just-
feel like
it's all dependent on how far you want to take it. That's it. You know.
no, like I feel like I've seen a lot of white people dating thing. They don't really care about it all that much.
I see them care.
I've
I
seen
see
some
them.
care, yeah. But I've seen people that don't care all that much too. Like I've heard a lot of story where people like girls getting like men that's pretty bad, basically.
That's in every culture. That's literally on every culture, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But
It doesn't matter what race you are. There's those bullies out there.
like okay, like I've seen like white chick calling her boyfriend, hey, I need to get to work. I don't have a car today.
Like, first of all, my girl wouldn't call me. She already took my car.
But that's the thing, right? They live in a different house. They live in a different house.
I would walk to work. I would tell her, hey, I go pick you up, take my car to work, or drop me off at work, whatever.
No,
Right?
but then like the I've seen what like the phone call ends with, nah, I don't want to go out today.
Well, I told you there's people out there too in the art culture that would do that.
But if this is Asian, the guy will be like, I'm on my way.
Yeah, not all the time, man. I know some Asian that just cutthroat, bro.
I feel like it's more common in today's society than back in
It is.
my time society.
Even my time, I got some boys that didn't give a fuck.
Those are playboy. They're not really serious about dating.
Yeah, the chivalry in this generation is a little bit more dead than it has been in the past.
But I don't know. Like, I dated, even when I was in high school, I got my car. My girl, I needed to go to school. She needed to go to work or whatever. I gave her my car. I walked to school. I walk home.
When I'm in school, I'll go pick up my girlfriend every morning. Every morning. Make sure that she
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
wait for bus or anything. I just
Oh
make
yeah,
sure that
yeah. But like at that time, she graduated before me, and she have a job. And yeah, I gave her my car. I never let my girl walk, ever. If I could prevent her from walking, I will.
Yeah. So it was kind of different. Kind of different. For us, once you move in, you're our responsibility.
And yes, at that time, she did live with me, even if we dated in high school.
Yeah.
She's lived.
If she
The thing
living
is,
with you, she's your responsibility.
Yeah, she's my responsibility to take care of her. It doesn't matter what happened. But after we break up, I don't give a fuck about you.
Oh, yeah, get out. Get out. We're strangers.
Fuck out.
We're strangers.
I don't know you. Fuck off.
Once you're out, you're not my problem.
Mhm.
No.
But if you're my problem, everything's my problem. But when you're no longer my problem, nothing's my problem.
Yep. Like
Oh,
don't
you can't
don't,
get home once you leave my door. That's your problem.
Yep.
don't be texting me like fucking like, oh, fuck off. Who the fuck are you?
I changed my phone number twice,
Dude, like you
all
know
for the
like,
same reason.
well, I don't change my number. I keep my number.
I
Let her
changed my
text me.
number.
Then I would
changed my
text her, fuck off.
I changed my number. I
I
don't
would
want
tell her
everyone to
straight
hear it.
up. I don't give a fuck. I would tell you.
And there's a button called block.
I don't block. I don't do any of that.
At that time, the 90s, we don't have that function.
True.
I literally I respond to every text she like. If she need me, I respond to it. That's when my ex, dude. I was so fucking petty. Never changed my number. Whenever my ex need me, she texts me. I was like, "Who the fuck are you?" Every single time.
Yeah, it's cultural. It's cultural. But you know, now I'm like, you know, I'm at my age. I'm married. Everything seems the same. Every day is the same. It's just take care of my wife. That's it. Take care of my wife. Relax with my boys. That's it. That's all I do.
Yep.
It's repetitive. This is why I need a good cigar.
Repetitive, bro. That's like when people say your life is on rewind.
Like, you
usually
know
call
exactly what I'm doing. When we're chatting, I'm looking at a website. You know exactly what website I'm looking at.
I call it hamster wheel.
Yeah.
The hamster is moving, but it's not moving on that wheel. The wheel is moving, which is time, but he's literally going nowhere.
Well, sometimes they turn around and go the other way.
But it's still stationary.
It's different. Change position.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yes. Sometimes you gotta switch position.
Sometimes you gotta switch position.
Then shit happens, and the next thing you see the body of the hamster flying around in circles because it tripped. That's my life at the moment.
Anyways, 11:05. I want to remind everybody again. This Saturday is the day we pick up the winner for the ITS cigar. Okay, this Saturday. So if you gotta go find that post, now is the time. Even it's 4 a.m.
He's gone.
Yeah, now is the time to go look for that post. Make sure you win, so you can smoke that cigar. Other than that,
So how you about to go through this? How
I'm
you
just
gonna-
gonna open it up and score and press. Whoever that's on my finger is it.
Okay.
What? How you gonna do it?
Well, the scroll and press thing is kind of fucked up.
Unless you want to go make a wheel, go make a wheel.
Fuck.
Your idea, you do it.
Then that means you have to put the person who did it multiple times as multiple persons.
Right.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is like, yeah,
That'd be more
but the thing
fair.
is, like, but the thing that when he scroll right, the thing is like the guy, the one that's on top or the one all the way on the bottom ain't gonna get shit. You ain't got no chance.
You don't know that. I might go really quick.
No. you ever? You got wasted a lot of good chances.
I'm not
in
even
the
gonna
middle.
look at it. I'm just gonna score.
Yeah, but the thing is like, there's only
I'm
so
not
much.
even gonna look at that. I'm not even gonna.
You just
It
gotta,
might not
you
even
gotta scroll,
scroll.
you
I'm
gotta
just gonna
scroll
press.
up, you gotta scroll up, scroll down, scroll up, scroll down for like maybe like a minute or two, and then click.
I'm telling you, he's gonna put it where it's comfortable, and I think I have a good position where it would be.
You gotta
Because
make
I
the
know
wheel.
his ass is not gonna go to the post, right? Scroll and go all the way down to the screen and press it here. It's
I'm not
gonna
even look at it.
happen.
I'm like,
Yeah, but it's not gonna happen. Yeah. It's in the fucking you ain't gonna
it might not even scroll. It might not even scroll. I just press.
What,
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. no.
guys, I actually deleted the post.
You gotta be fair. People have done multiple times. People have done multiple times. Might be like 10, 20 of one person.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, like that's not fair.
Okay, then you go make that wheel. Let's be fair. Go make that wheel.
Why don't you make the wheel?
Cause I went with the way that I was gonna. You suggest a different way, so you go do it.
That's fuck. You know, the last time I did that wheel, it took me forever.
Not my problem.
And plus, there's people on YouTube. There's a couple of them.
You go make the wheel.
Yep.
So everybody, Eric said I make the wheel. If Eric did not make the wheel, this is the way we're going with.
All right, I'm gonna do like 27 submissions last minute, and then you do the wheel.
It's never too late.
Yeah, do the wheel. Do the wheel. All right. So yeah,
Just
that is
take-
it for tonight. I'll see you guys Saturday. Good luck to everybody. Have a good night, guys.
Let's do this Saturday.
This Saturday. Yeah, you better start now.